And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. He finds his man. It's Charlie Kolar. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Out now is a punter, Jordan Stout. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Black drop. Ready.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And right away he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Carmichael. A short one to the tight end, Trautman. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The Packers at 4-6 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Third down at 6.
10 cycles.
Again, it's Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And I don't want to harp on him, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad.
Green Jack.
On first down, Carmichael. He finds his man, complete. That's Harrison. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9.
Blue check.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Let's go.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Hut, hut.
Up the middle, Jones. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the ground, it's Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Jackson now. To the right side and complete to Thomas. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. They run with Thomas. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Jackson going to change things up a bit. This is Thomas. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple of plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right, it was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
Now Thomas. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
They'll try again. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Ready, set.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're 1-2 pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Carmichael. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Ready up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Steel, black. Ready.
Off play action. Carmichael. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready, ready. Ready.
He's got the hookup with Dobbs. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
560.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
On the tackle. On gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun on 3rd down. Carmichael. He's got his running back out of the backfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
6. Mega.
On 1st and 10, Carmichael. He'll find Jones again, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw again, Carmichael. Open man, it's Palmer. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Back to throw. Carmichael. This one swung out here to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Throwing on first down. Carmichael. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
97.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Blaster, 6. Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Carmichael. That is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
This will be caught at about the 3. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Let's go. 43 rail. Ready.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
On second down, it's Thomas. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. To throw is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Finding room at midfield. Still going. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago. And right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Carter. They're a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown. But the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Ready.
Now a first down carry by Jones. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Okay.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Black Ultra.
Looking to throw. Carmichael. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Steel, black.
Operating from the gun. Carmichael. Completed out left to Dobbs. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. 20. The solid stiff arm. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. From the 33, here's second down and a yard. Now a give, right side. Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. $119 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle they go. Thomas. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Edo blue. White, white. Ready?
On first down, Carmichael. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ready.
The give is to Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
3rd and 1.
Slide through. Set.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carmichael. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
There defensively.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
You at X. You at X. You. Hey, report.
On 1st down, it's Thomas. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Report.
Now Jackson on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Jackson. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Return it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Jackson to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Ready?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Down.
2nd and 5.
Set.
Off the play fake. Carmichael. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Let's go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Set. Ready.
Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Carmichael. And he comes back with one complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore